It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
To throw is Daniels. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Throw left side, McCaffrey, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Purdy. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. In this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Purdy sets up to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Purdy.
And he's got it.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
To the air goes Daniels.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Robinson.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Daniels.
They'll under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Washington offense back out there.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Open man is Noah Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver, and it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
Now Daniels. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Purdy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Purdy looking to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Purdy. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Back to throw. Purdy. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Caught by the tight end, Ertz.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Daniels.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. To throw is Daniels.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Eckler is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here's Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Samuel.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Well, they go play action. Daniels. Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Daniels.
can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To the air goes Daniels.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Into space at the 45. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Purdy now to throw.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Now Purdy.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point try now for Moody.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Purdy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And it's complete in the zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense set to take over again. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Daniels looking to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now that sets up 3rd and 2. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz from 21 yards away.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give running left. It's McCaffrey.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy from the gun. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's got McLaurin.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Clock reading 42 seconds. Here's 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a 1-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.